Daisy had a surprise appointment.
Oh, well, darn. Well, hopefully she'll be able to tune in
All good.
later because it'll be streamed live here on Facebook. My
She
name
said-
is Elizabeth.
Not tonight.
Oh, darn. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in today for this wonderful Zoom meeting. My name is Elizabeth, the Education Coordinator for Marlene's Market and Deli. Today's special guest, we have Hansie Wong. She is an MD and also a health coach, speaking on the topic of breathe, body, and balance. And so I thank each and every one of you for being here as we breathe together and take a moment to breathe. So Hansie, would you like to take the live stream floor?
Yes, thank you, Elizabeth. Yep, as Elizabeth said, my name is Hansie, and today I'm not going to be not doing much talking. We're all going to be doing together some exercises in breathing, which will test your balance as well, and just kind of coordinating your breath with your body, trying to relax a little bit. This is Qigong, and Qigong in Chinese, the translation is energy or breathing exercise in literal translation, and it goes back 2,000 years. So it's really just about how to use your energy, how to get more energy by relaxing. And Qigong, you can use it to kind of build yourself. You can also use it to treat others. Energy wise. And so these exercises are just kind of about developing your energy. And as we begin, it's really about learning how to breathe first, right? And relax. And I do, so if you're interested, and I can say this again at the end, if you're interested, I do teach Qigong classes on Friday mornings at 8:30. Right now they are on Zoom, so it doesn't matter where you are. But usually when we're in person, it's at the Federal Way Community Center. And so if you're interested in doing more, practicing more with people, then that's a weekly thing and you could just contact me and I'll give you the information for that. So first, and this is a moving thing, so we're gonna be doing things together. So hopefully you have a space here. You can see me. Let me see if I lift this, it'll be a little bit brighter. Here we go. I'll try to be visible here. And we're just gonna practice breathing first. So just kind of standing here or sitting, whatever is comfortable for you, and nice and tall. So standing nice and tall will help optimize your lung capacity. If we're hunched over, then your lungs can't expand as much, right? So trying to stay nice and tall, softening those knees and just breathing for a second. And we'll just take 3 breaths together here. So we'll just take 3 breaths in, breathing in through your nose. You could use a hand if you want to or not, and breathing out through your mouth. And just starting to slow your breath down here. Again, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just starting to slow your mind down, bringing your attention to here, to now, to this space. And last one, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy and centering your mind. And just noticing how you feel even just after those 3 breaths. So as we start, let's just practice breathing for now. And breathing, you want to breathe from your diaphragm, which is the muscle right under the lungs. And as we inhale, the diaphragm lowers, and as we exhale, it rises. Okay, so you can kind of, if you want to, you can put your hand on your belly. And as you inhale, your belly should expand. And as you exhale, it should contract. So just like when you're sleeping, if you think about lying down in bed, when you inhale, your belly goes up. And when you exhale, it goes down. Sometimes when we're stressed, we actually do the opposite. We inhale and our belly goes in, and we exhale and it goes out. So we want to practice getting away from breathing from the shoulders and starting to breathe from below, which can optimize and lengthen the oxygen that we get in our lungs. So let's just take a few minutes here to breathe and just notice when you're breathing. Using your hands as feedback here. Practicing relaxing your shoulders. Practicing this abdominal breathing. As you inhale, noticing your belly expand. And as you exhale, noticing you're kind of contracting a little bit. Relaxing through the shoulders, staying nice and tall. And just noticing your breath. Noticing as you inhale, your lungs filling, and as you exhale, your lungs contracting. Feeling the air coming in through your nose. Feeling the air as you exhale, going out through your nose or your mouth if you're breathing out through your mouth. Just noticing the movement of air. Noticing how your belly just naturally kind of expands and contracts with your in-breath and your exhale. And let's just take our 3 centering breaths again together, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And just noticing now the quality of your breath. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Noticing how your body feels. And last one, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. How did that feel, everyone? Yeah, you can unmute yourself. This is interactive, and usually when we're in person, we get a lot of just comments. What did you notice on just breathing when you're actually noticing your breathing? What did you notice?
Humming.
Humming?
Yeah.
Okay, where did you hear the humming, or hear or feel the humming?
No, calming. It was
Calming,
very
okay.
calming. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt the same way, very calming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Feels good.
Yeah, good. Anybody else? Anybody notice any difference between this kind of breathing when you're actually thinking about breathing and how they normally breathe?
Yeah, my breaths were deeper. I noticed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Definitely more focused on it,
Yeah, great.
more
Excellent.
calming.
Yeah, cool. Awesome.
Humming and relaxing. I mean, I think normally my breaths tend to be more shallow, like kind of shallow breaths.
Yeah, absolutely. And breathing is something that we do automatically, right? And at the same time, sometimes we need to learn how to breathe, right? Sometimes we take that shallow breath from up here, right? From our shoulders. Oftentimes we're breathing from up here. And when we can breathe from below, we're getting so much more oxygen, so much of a deeper, slower breath that calms us. Yeah, sometimes we just have to kind of relearn how to breathe.
My music teacher when I was young, when we sang in a choir, he would say you have to sing from the diaphragm. That's where diaphragmatic breathing.
That's right. Yeah. So if there are any singers here, you'll kind of know this technique, right? You get a lot more breath from below, for sure. Yeah, good. Cool. So remembering that technique of breathing, we're going to add some movement. Okay, we're going to go through a series of 8 movements, but we'll go through one at a time. All right. So the first one here is pretty simple. So your feet are underneath your knees. I don't know if you can see my feet, but my feet are underneath my knees, underneath the hips here. And you're just going to breathe in, interlacing the fingers here and breathing in, pushing up and out. Now, when you push up and out, just notice how this feels. Is a stretch. Maybe it's the only stretch of today. And then releasing, breathing out. It's just softening here. And again here, we'll just do this a few times, practicing, breathing in, staying tall. So even as you're kind of scooping, trying not to hunch over, but staying tall. Remember, lengthening and optimizing that lung capacity. And here, relaxing the shoulders. See if you can pull the shoulders down instead of like squeezing them. Create space here between your ears and your elbows. Create space in your shoulders and release, breathing out. Good. Breathing in. Here, I know sometimes even our hands coming up, sometimes we pull our shoulders up. So really trying to drop them down, still breathing from the belly, pushing up and out, and release, breathing out. Softening here, relaxing the shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingertips as they float down. Breathing in. Here, remember breathing from the belly, even though your hands are going up, still trying to relax those shoulders down and releasing, just floating down here. Nice and soft, softening those knees as well. Maybe as your muscles start to relax and lengthen, you're starting to feel a little bit looser in your shoulders, hopefully. Maybe bringing your attention inward, starting to feel the earth underneath your feet. As you push down to the earth and up through your palms to the sky, to the heavens, connecting in heaven and earth here, and release, breathing out, just softening, floating down, just like real, like cloud. Floating down, breathing in, pushing up and out, lengthening here, creating space, breathing out. Breathing in, pushing down through your feet, up and out through your palms, and release, breathing out. Softening here, we'll just do one more here. Breathing in, pushing up and out, and release, breathing out. And we'll just finish with just our regular 3 breaths again here. Breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And again, noticing the quality of your breath here. Without judgment, just noticing how it feels. Breathing in and breathing out. Noticing how your body feels. Maybe you're feeling looser. Last one here, breathing in and breathing out. Center your energy, center your mind. Okay, shake that one out, shake that one out. Any thoughts or questions on that one? Any feedback? How did that feel?
It stretched out the ab muscles.
Yeah, you felt it in your front? Yeah, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Anybody else have any feedback or thoughts on that one? Any questions on that one? How do your shoulders feel?
Or they work tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So sometimes this is, yeah, we don't often reach up here, right?
Yeah.
We don't often reach up there. So all these are kind of lengthening and trying, you know,
Yeah.
and that's why it's actually a practice at the beginning, Karen. This is really common. So at the beginning, we tend to like pull up, right, with our shoulders.
Yeah.
And so that's why it's really practicing breathing from here, pushing down and using your breath. So here, even as I'm coming up, my shoulders are down. And
Yeah.
here, you know, trying not to like squeeze up, but really just relaxing them down. And that's a practice, right?
Yeah.
Because we're so used to doing this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so that's okay. You might need a massage a little bit later, rolling out those shoulders. All right, cool. Anybody else?
My shoulders actually feel more relaxed because all that tension was kind of built down, and yeah, it stretched
Yeah.
everything out really good.
Awesome. Cool. Anybody else? Any comments on that one? All right, cool. So that's the first one. The second one is a little bit more technical. I'll show you some modifications. So on this one, you're gonna breathe in and stepping out to your right. I'm just gonna do mirror image. So you're stepping out to your right and breathing out. And this is a squat here. It's a horse stance. So your weight is even here. And it's like a bow and arrow. My hands are like this. It's not, you know, it doesn't really matter. We're just kind of stretching and expanding the chest here. It doesn't really matter what your hands are doing. If you wanna just expand here, relaxing your shoulders down. And then breathing in here and then stepping out to the other side, breathing out. You can do this, yep, seated. And then if, you know, you don't have to go so low, you can take a smaller step out and do a small squat. Breathing in, take a small step out and a small squat. You just want to make sure you stay tall here. So what I sometimes see is that people step out wide and then they're kind of leaning forward. Yeah. So yeah, staying tall, it doesn't matter how wide or how big your stance is or how low you go. You just want to make sure you're staying tall, keeping that ability to lengthen here. Opening up the chest here, breathing in, other side and breathing out. Making sure here your knees are in line with your toes, your weight is centered. Breathing in. So oftentimes too, I sometimes see like this, leaning to one side. So trying to really just center that, just go straight down breathing in, stepping out, and right straight down here, breathing out. So starting to really connect to the earth here, feeling your legs, but just breathing out, settling into that seat, breathing in and breathing out. Staying nice and tall, using your breath to open up horizontally through your chest and also up and down from the top of your head down to your tailbone, breathing in and breathing out. And if you can, looking to the direction that you're stepping, breathing out. Getting a little bit of mobility and lengthening in your neck too, breathing in and breathing out. We'll just do one more on each side here, breathing in and opening up both sides here. So opening up here, both sides of your pecs. Last one, breathing in and breathing out. Sometimes we forget about this hand.
Yeah.
So opening up both sides, right? All right, coming back to center, we'll take 3 breaths again, breathing in, noticing again here, the quality of your breath. You might notice, maybe on this one, that your breath is faster because, you know, it's a little bit more of a strenuous movement. Breathing in and breathing out. Noticing how your body feels. Maybe your legs feeling a little bit sore. It's okay. Last one, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. Good, shake that one out. That one can be hard on the legs, depending on how low you go. Any thoughts or comments or gripes about that one? Sometimes I get gripes on that one.
10K tomorrow.
Yeah, your shoulders still, yeah. And you know, if your shoulders are tight, you know, it's okay to just not do the shoulders, just do the leg movement or just breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's good. You know.
Yeah.
They need to
Greg, I
move.
see. Uh-huh.
But is it
Right.
like a bow and arrow move?
It is like a
that
bow
what
and
you-
arrow. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like a bow
okay.
and arrow. So you're kind of
Yeah.
stretching in here, right?
Yeah.
And Craig, I see you kind of stretching in there, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Any
Yeah.
other comments or thoughts or feedback on that one? How'd you feel? Linda,
like
you're
that
you like that one? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Mary,
feel
you like-
I feel my breath is getting deeper.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, and using your breath to go deeper into the stance or opening up more in the stretch, using that breath.
But even when I was doing this, yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah. Okay, so that's the
When-
second one.
When
Any-
I squat a little bit, I can feel it in my calves.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so your calves are probably tight, David.
Yeah. I've been
That's
told
good.
I've been told I have like very tight, I guess, hamstring muscles. Is that it?
Yeah. So there's another exercise, number 7, that will stretch that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you'll see how that feels. Good, nice observation. Anybody else?
My collarbones feel really good. I tend to get really tense and like crunchy in there, so I have to stretch them quite often. So I will be incorporating that one a lot
Awesome.
more.
Cool. Nice. Thanks for that. And Shay Shay says, feels good to slow down. She must have said that
Aw.
earlier, but I just seen that now. So thanks for that. All right, you guys ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay, so this one's back to the center here. So feet underneath the knees, underneath the hips here. And we're gonna do similar to the first one, but on this one, we're gonna go one palm up, one palm down here. So you're pushing and pulling, splitting heaven and earth here. And then breathing out, contracting. There you go with the light. Breathing in, pushing and pulling, one palm up, one palm down. Yeah, still relaxing the shoulders and release, breathing out, lengthening, feeling that length. Tall through the top of your head, breathing in, pushing and pulling. Using your breath, like Craig said, to kind of lengthen and deepen that expansion. Breathing in. On this one, sometimes you can start to feel like a warm, tingling, density sensation in the palms sometimes. So just notice if you feel that. Breathing in, pushing and pulling. One palm up, one palm down, and release, breathing out. Using your breath with this expansion, softening the knees, still kind of using that same technique as in the first one, pushing with your feet, connecting to the earth, and also connecting to the heavens here, pushing down through the feet, lengthening out through your palms, and release, breathing out. Breathing in, pushing and pulling, and release, breathing out. Using the breath, there's no rush. Breathing in, one palm up, one palm down, connecting heaven and earth here, and release, breathing out. Breathing in. Stay nice and tall again, and release, breathing out. You might feel a little stretch in the forearm as well here. Pushing and pulling. Notice if you feel any like warm, fuzzy tingling sensation in the palms, that energy moving out to your palms. Breathing in. And breathing out. We'll do one more on each side here. Breathing in. And breathing out. Last one here, breathing in. And breathing out. And here again, taking those 3 breaths, just noticing, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, noticing the quality of your breath here. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Noticing your body, maybe feeling that tingling in your palms, noticing how you feel in your body. Last one, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. Yeah, nice. Shake that out, shake that out. Any thoughts or comments or questions on that one? How'd you feel?
I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Linda.
Are these movements that would normally be in like a Qigong exercise program? Is that what these are?
Correct, yeah. So this series that I'm teaching you is called the 8 brocade.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. So it's a series of 8 movements, and we'll kind of put it in all together at the end. So we're going one at a time, and then at the end, we'll kind of put them all together in the series. So
Okay.
it is a Qigong, yeah. So it is like a bundled Qigong exercise. You got it.
Yeah, thank you.
Have
It's
you done
called
these before, Linda?
I have not. That's why I was just curious if that's what this was. I've
Yeah.
seen them from a distance in classes occasionally, just a few times, but it seemed very similar.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. And there are lots of different types of exercises. So this is obviously just 8 that I'm showing you, but there are a lot that you can do with your breath and your movement. So these are pretty
Okay.
basic ones.
You said this
Yeah.
practice is called the 8 what?
Brocade, Brocade.
Okay.
And if you want, so at the after, I can, if you're interested, I can send you a like a handout as well as a link to a video for the 8 brocade. Just make sure you type your email in there, and then
Okay.
I can send that to you guys after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But yeah, no worries. So how do you guys feel on that one? It's another shoulder. Anybody feel anything in the palms on that one? Yeah, you did, Elizabeth. Good. And Gail, yep. Yeah, cool. Maybe Marietta. Sometimes you do, right? All right, that one's pretty basic. Let's do the next one, the 4th one. So this one's fun too. This one too, you might start to feel some stuff in the palms here. So again, the feet are underneath, the knees underneath the hips here. And we're gonna start holding this ball, this big balloon in front of us. This is what it looks like from the side. So it's nice and round. Okay, kind of like the ballerina pose here. And then as you inhale, you're gonna fill this balloon with breath, with energy. And I'm gonna do mirror image so you can turn to your right first, opening up, filleting your palms outwards, turning to the right, and release, breathing out, contracting, holding that ball. Breathing in, using that breath to open up, filling this ball with energy, with breath, opening up, looking over to your left, and release, breathing out. Again, breathing in, relaxing those shoulders, again, breathing from the belly, staying nice and tall through the top of your head, and release, breathing out. You're breathing in. This is a little bit of shoulder mobility. You might feel a stretch in your forearm as well as your neck here. So just notice your edge. Don't hurt yourself. You don't need to pull your shoulder blades back, but you're just opening up, using your breath to just find that gentle edge, that gentle stretch, and breathing out. Softening that, relaxing those elbows, breathing in, opening up over to your left, and release, breathing out. Again, softening those knees, feeling the energy move through your entire body, even though it seems like just the upper body is moving, the energy is moving through your entire body, from the feet as you push down to the earth, all through the top of your head, opening up your chest and releasing, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Noticing maybe you start to feel that warm, fuzzy, tingling sensation in your palms. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in. Remember, breathing from your belly, relaxing those shoulders, using your breath to deepen the stretch, to open up. Breathing in, staying nice and tall through the top of your head, optimizing that lung capacity, the oxygen in your lungs. We'll do one more on each side here, breathing in. Getting a little bit of that neck stretch and breathing out. Last one, breathing in. And breathing out. We'll close again with these 3 breaths. So when we do these 3 breaths, just notice, again, the quality of your breath after this exercise. Noticing, maybe it's different, maybe it's not, just noticing, there's no judgment. Again, breathing in. Here on the second one, noticing how your body feels. Maybe the neck to the shoulders, maybe that fuzzy tingling sensation in your palms. And the last one, breathing in. And breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. Good, shake that out from that one. Any thoughts or questions on that one? Dogbird, all right, yep. Any questions, thoughts, feedback on that one or clarifications? How'd you feel?
I felt that one, I definitely felt way more relaxed. And I think my body noticed that I wasn't normally breathing that much. And so like my body kept wanting to yawn to get more. It was like, you need to do this more often.
Actually, that's a really common thing to kind of get to yawn, right? And to feel kind of sleepy, maybe relaxed and tired, right? Because we're getting oxygen, right? Yeah, cool, great. Anybody else? Anybody else feel tired or energized? Yeah, Gail, you feel tired? Mary Kate, you feel tired? Yeah, it can be tiring. Sometimes it can be energizing. So I think it really just shows what you need, you know?
Precisely, because there's been other classes that we've had you do other similar workshops to this in store, and I felt great, and I was actually planning a hike after work and had an excellent hike, and it was exactly what I needed. And now I feel that I am in a state of needing rest.
Yeah.
Because breathing helps the parasympathetic nervous system, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Ah.
You got it. Yep.
Don't
You
you
got
think
it.
some of it has to do with time of day?
Sorry, go ahead, Karen.
I said, don't you think some of it has to do with the time of day too?
It can be time of day. Yep.
Yeah.
I usually do this, or I recommend doing it in the mornings.
In the morning, I was gonna say by 4 o'clock, I'm pretty much done for the day. Yeah.
But that's interesting that you said about the parasympathetics, Elizabeth, because sometimes doing this, you might feel gassy, or you might feel like relieved, needing to fart or burp. Or fart, really.
Yeah.
And that's normal. So, and now that you're at home, it's all good. You can let it out. But I've definitely, it's happened in classes before.
Oh, wow.
But just know that that's a normal thing, because you're activating the parasympathetics. So if you feel like that's happening, it's normal. Don't be embarrassed by it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're letting your body get relaxed.
That's
and
right.
what it needs.
That's right. Good. Yeah, any thoughts or any questions on that one, that opening up one? Okay, the next one, number 5, is a little bit more technical. I'll show you some variations for you, but it's also a stance one. So we're gonna be in a wide stance here. So like that horse stance, then centering here, your hands are on your hips, and you're gonna push over to your right. Okay, so kind of pushing over to your right, and then shimmy over to your left. So pushing over to your left, keeping a flat back here, and then up, breathing out with the neck roll. Now the neck roll is optional. You don't have to do the neck roll, but then centering again, and then going over to the left here, and then shimmy here. Now here, you want to keep a flat back. So from the side, it looks like this. So you don't want to be hunched over. You want to really sink the hips down. So you don't have to go so low. You just want to make sure the hips are down. So if this is, you don't have to be completely horizontal, but if you can, that's the best. But you're here, you're shimmying over and then up to the neck roll if you want to, and centering here, nice and tall. So here, and then there's modification. So you can do a smaller stance. So here, shifting over, shimmy over. And again, you don't have to go so low. You just want to keep a flat back and then up, breathing out. So that's a small stance. And over to the left. Right over, shimmy over. So here we're kind of lengthening the back, the hips a little bit. I'm going to do it here again. Over to your right, looking at your, usually looking down at your right foot, shimmy over, looking at your left foot, and up, breathing out with the neck roll. Yeah, over to your left, shimmy over. So this is a hip opener. You might feel in your legs, and up, breathing out. Yeah. Breathing in, over to your right, shimmy over. So lengthening, still lengthening through your torso, top of your head down to your tailbone, breathing out. Breathing in, over to your left, shimmy over to your right, and up, breathing out with the neck roll. And again, the neck roll is optional. Breathing in. Sometimes I get my hips to pop on these, just kind of opening up those hips. And again, you can do a small stance. You can even do this in the chair, just kind of rotating through your torso, and up, breathing out. Yeah, there you go, Karen. Over to your left, shimmy over to your right, and up, breathing out. Yeah, you can challenge yourself. We'll do one more on each side. Over to your left, and up, breathing out. Last one here, over to your right, left, sorry, shimmy over to your left, right, and up, breathing out. All right, good. Let's do our 3 breaths here, breathing in, noticing here the quality of your breath. Maybe tougher, that one was a little bit more strenuous, so just notice. Again, always taking extra breaths if you need to as well. Breathing in and breathing out. Noticing how your body feels, your legs, your hips, your back. Last one, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. Check that out. Any questions or thoughts or clarifications on that one? That's a tough one. So any comments? How do you feel? How does your body feel after that one?
I have a
That felt
question.
good.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Linda.
Oh, I was going to say, I have a question about the way you're doing this. When you bend one leg, is the other leg supposed to stay as straight as possible, or basically both legs need to be bent?
When you're shifting over to one side?
Yeah,
Yeah, so when you're shifting over to one side, one leg is straight. It doesn't have to be as straight as possible. You can have a little bend. You don't need to lock it out.
okay.
That one. And then because you need a little bit of give here because you're going to be rotating over to the other side.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's not completely locked, but it's straight, right? So it's straight, but not completely locked, and then over.
Oh, that helps. Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Good question. Anybody? And Karen, you had a comment as well?
I just say it makes your back feel good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Stretches your back out.
Yep, absolutely. And the hips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Anybody else?
Yeah, I definitely felt just like Karen was saying, like my middle back along my spine was getting more strong. And
Yeah.
always need that kind of middle back support.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, and go ahead, Gail. Gail.
And this is a comment I've been gonna make for months.
Okay.
When you do that and you try the head roll with it, there isn't enough time. Can it go slower?
You can go slower. Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
head roll really is a neat part of it. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, you can absolutely go slower, Gail. Yeah, go at your own pace.
oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody breathes differently. Yeah, for sure. Go at your own pace. If you need to take more time on that head roll, then yeah, for sure. Thanks. Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up, Gail. That's a good comment because everybody breathes at different paces, right? So even though I'm kind of prompting, hoping we all kind of stay together, especially when we do it in person, you really can feel that energy. But honor your body. Sometimes we need extra breaths, right? Sometimes the breaths are long. So take extra breaths, go slower, go faster. And as you practice, just notice your breath. Yeah. Thanks, Gail. Thanks for that. Anybody else on that one? That one's a tough one. All right. On this next one, let me see. What are we on? I don't remember. 6, 5, 7. Are we on 7 already? So on this next one, we're back to center here. And we're gonna breathe. So this one we're gathering here. And and this one's a long inhale and exhale. So if you need to take extra breaths, you're gonna use your hands to massage. I'll show you here. Massage your lower back here, your glutes, your hamstrings, all the way down to the ground. So you can soften your knees here if you need to, as much as you need to, and then coming up, flat back as well. All right, so this is a stretch, breathing out. Here again, as you go down, softening your knees if you need to, bending them as much as you need to, but maybe trying to lengthen them a little bit more each time. Maybe hanging out down at the bottom if you need to a little bit longer, and then pushing down with the feet, engaging your backside, engaging the hamstrings and the glutes to come up, relaxing the shoulders and breathing out. And again here, this is a long breath. So if you need to take extra breaths here, take short extra breaths if you need to, all the way down. And then coming up, breathing in. Pushing down with the feet, really engaging the hamstrings, feeling that as you come up, breathing out. If you have tight hamstrings and calves, you'll feel this stretch, this lengthening. So, honor your body. Again, bend your knees as much as you need to, but maybe you notice yourself lengthening a little bit longer. Maybe you're able to straighten your knees a little bit more. Maybe you're able to go down a little bit further, connecting to the earth here, getting a little bit closer to the earth each time. And then breathing in. When you're coming up, relaxing those shoulders and breathing out. Down, massaging that lower back. All the way down. And just noticing your breath here. These are long breaths, but maybe as we practice this, you're able to lengthen your breath as well a little bit longer. Maybe you're able to smooth out between the in-breath and the out-breath, and the out-breath and the in-breath. Just notice. But again, taking extra breaths if you need to. Noticing how you feel as you lengthen the back side, creating space. And here, Qigong is also a philosophical exercise. So as you're lengthening your body, creating space in your muscles, also lengthening and creating space in your mind. Room for opportunity, for miracles, and breathing out. All the way down, relaxing those shoulders again. Remember to breathe from the belly. Even though you're scrunched up over here, relaxing those shoulders. And noticing here, your body lengthening. Breathing in. We'll do one more here. And breathing out. All the way down. And then breathing out, just coming straight down here. We'll take 3 breaths here. Again, just notice, taking these 3 breaths to notice how your breath feels, the quality of your breath. Breathing out. And on the second one, noticing how your body feels, maybe looser, lighter, more flexible maybe. And last one, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. Good, shake that out. Good, any thoughts or questions on that one? How's that for you, David? Your calves and your hamstrings there.
Can you go over that again and give me an idea when you're breathing out and breathing in?
Yeah, so this is a really long one. So this whole way down, we're breathing out. Breathing out, 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 all the way out. And then here, breathing in, coming up, breathing in, 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 and breathing out. So it's really long. So just, on this one, oftentimes we might need more breaths. And that's okay. And that's okay. This is a really long one, but if you can, starting to feel your breath slow and starting to notice that you're able to lengthen that and smooth it out a little bit more. This one's a really hard one for the breath.
I was confused about that too, because on the other exercises, we were breathing in first and then breathing out. So
I know. So this is breathing in, gathering, and then breathing out, down. Yeah. Yeah, good. Good clarification. Thanks for that, Craig. Anybody else have any thoughts or comments? How do you feel in your hamstrings and your calves, your back maybe as well? Anybody feel a little bit closer to the earth? Get a little bit closer as we did it?
Closer to a nap.
Closer to it now. Yeah. David, did you feel a little bit more loosened up there?
I can still feel the tightness in my calves. Yeah.
Okay. Any other comments or gripes, questions, clarifications on that one? All right, the last one. The last one is also in a stance, but again, you can choose your stance. So you can be small, you can be wider, but it should be in a horse stance if you can. The full expression is a horse stance. But again, if you want to do a smaller stance here, just a small squat, that's okay too. So here we're doing some punches. So here, just the disclaimer, the punch on this one, your thumb is tucked, but when you're actually punching, you never, ever want to tuck your thumb.
No.
Okay, because obviously you can break your thumb if you punch something. But in this exercise, we are tucking it because we're stretching our fingers here. If you feel really awkward about it, you can always have it on the outside, but here we're stretching it. So it's inside, but this is the only time it's going to be inside. All right. So if you're going to be punching someone, please don't ever do that. Don't punch like that. Okay. All right. So here, this one, choose your stance, find your stance, but again, stay tall. So if you notice yourself kind of going like this to get low, just maybe lengthen up or come up a little higher. So you just want to make sure you stay tall. Remember, trying to optimize that breath here. All right. So here, you're going to start here, breathing in and breathing out, punching out. There's a little twist here, just a small twist, but you just don't want to twist so hard that you're turning your shoulder, but just a small twist, opening up and then tucking your thumb, pinky, ring, middle, and index finger. Breathing in and breathing out. Just a little twist here. Come a little closer. Open and tucking your thumb, pinky, ring, middle, and index finger. Breathing in and breathing out. And again, on this one, you can take extra breaths, especially here. You can take extra breaths here, but in general, you're breathing in as you come back and breathing out as you punch out. A little twist, opening. So really stretching these fingers here, using your mind to close one finger at a time the way you wanted to. Breathing in and breathing out. So this is a mind-body exercise, this one. Sometimes our fingers don't do what our mind wants. No. Our fingers close the other way or what. So this is really an exercise in mind, body. I want my pinky, ring, middle, and index finger, right? You can even say that to yourself. Breathing out. Feels good on your fingers. Good. Shay. Here, open. Yeah, it's really good stretch in your palms. Really helps with dexterity in your hand. Breathing out. And also a little shoulder twist here. So you might feel like you're able to use your hand a little bit better, your fingers. Breathing in and breathing out.
Oops.
And staying tall. Yeah, you can do it slower if you need time to make that connection from your mind to your hand here. You know, doing it a little bit slower if you need to. We'll do one more on each side here. Breathing out. Open. This takes practice, you know. Yeah, one at a time. And breathing out. And you can do it that way, Craig. You can do the index finger first if you want to, but really it doesn't matter. You can do the index finger first, but what you really want is just you want your hand to do what your mind wants it to do. That's the trick. Coming back in, and we'll do our 3 breaths here. Breathing in and breathing out. And again here, noticing your breath, the quality of your breath. Breathing in. And breathing out, noticing your body, how your body feels, maybe your legs, maybe your shoulders, maybe your hands. And last one, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your mind. Good, shake that out. I'm sorry, I missed one. I thought we were done, but there's one more. Any questions or thoughts on that one? Any gripes? What did you notice? How did you find this exercise, this thing? Yeah, Mary Kate. Did you?
A lot of concentration.
Yeah, were your fingers listening to your mind? Were they listening? No, Karen.
Not always.
Yeah.
That's just so easy starting that way. Yeah.
Right?
But doing that way. Yeah.
It's like a whole nother brain exercise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a challenge. Yep. Good. Good challenge. Anybody else have any comments on that one or complaints?
My left wrist seemed to have a little bit of strain, so I'm just gonna keep an eye on that and do some good stretching and strengthening.
Yeah, definitely. Cool. Excellent. Cool. Oh, I guess Laura left. Thanks, Laura. Okay, the last one is a balanced one. So if you can hold on to something if you need to, or if you're sitting, Karen, you can do one at a time. So this one you can see my feet a little bit better here. Oh,
yeah.
Gosh, I can't. Okay, hold on. Let me just stand further back. Okay, so here we're feet underneath the knees, underneath the hips again, and we're gonna go up on the balls of your feet. So tall, and then releasing, slowly coming down. So again, you can hold on to something if you need to. Focus on something in front and breathing out, coming down. And if you're sitting, you can do one at a time, just one leg, breathing out, and then the other. Breathing out. If you can, really focus here, pushing down with the balls of the feet, tall through the top of your head. Imagine a string pulling up. Relaxing the shoulders. So oftentimes on this one, when we come up, our shoulders come up too. We strain in our neck. So just drop that down. Use this string and release, breathing out. Trying to go straight up and down, and release, breathing out. Sometimes we tend to go forward. But if you do lose balance, it's okay. You're in a safe space. It's fine. We're just practicing. But really connecting to the earth, down through the balls of your feet, using that string, lengthening up and breathing out. Really working all those small muscles in the feet, your ankles, stacking those ankles, maybe noticing what's happening in your ankles, breathing in and breathing out. Finding that sweet spot where everything is stacked up just perfectly, lengthening up. Use that string and release, breathing out. And again, it's okay to hold on to something if you need to. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. again, staying tall, relaxing the neck muscles, noticing what's happening up here as you inhale and release, breathing out. Still breathing from here. Remember, we did first exercise, breathing from below, expanding, and release, breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. We'll do one more here, breathing in, challenging yourself, maybe going a little higher, and release, breathing out. We'll take again our 3 breaths here, breathing in and breathing out. Noticing the quality of your breath here. Again, breathing in and breathing out. Centering, just noticing how your body feels. Last one, breathing in and breathing out. Centering your energy, centering your. Nice, shake that out. How was that? How's your balance? Yeah, good, Elizabeth, cool. Yeah, good, Mary Kate, all right.
Yeah, it was good.
Very grounded.
Yeah, cool, awesome.
I'll make a comment about this one actually,
Yeah.
because on Saturday morning, if a person attends synagogues, the Sabbath service, there's a point in the reading of the Torah where there's a section that says holy, 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 kadosh, 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 and what the members of the congregation do is on each recitation of the word kadosh, they do exactly this exercise. They get on the
Balls of the feet.
on the balls
Cool.
of the feet. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, so you have that kind of connection to this movement.
Yes. But you know, the funny thing is my father, who's going to be 89 in September, he can't do this anymore. He's unable to get on the balls of his feet.
Mm-hmm. What's the significance of it in the synagogue to do this?
You just say, I guess it's because you're saying the word holy, and you know, in reference to God. So you,
Yeah.
I
You're getting a little
don't know the.
Maybe you're getting a little closer to God by lengthening. All right, cool. Thanks for sharing that. Anybody else have any? Yeah, go ahead, Gail.
For those of you that have never experienced it, there's such a thing as an international Tai Chi Day, which includes Qigong. And different years we've gone different places. But one year we went up to a big park in Seattle and had over 60 people doing the State Brocade.
Wow.
It's stirring.
Wow.
Then Hansie led one about 2 years ago over at the bonsai garden, the Weyerhaeuser bonsai garden.
Uh-huh.
And that was really a fun place to do it.
Yeah, yeah. And obviously last year didn't happen. We were going to have it there again.
The neat part of it is people can just come along and join it because, you know, it isn't like the Tai Chi moves that they're so registered and you got to practice them and, you know, you don't know them ahead of time.
Yeah,
But this,
yeah.
anybody can join in. And
Yeah. Well, if you send me your email, then, you know, I'll put you on my mailing list so that when I have workshops or any events in the future, you'll know about it. Yeah, cool. Thanks for that, Gail. Thanks for that shout out. Anybody else? Cool. So those were the eight. So we're gonna put them together now. In general, I think Linda was asking that it kind of is all bunched together, and we're gonna do each one. In general, each one is done 6 times. So if it's two-sided, then each one is, you know, 1 on each side for 6 total reps. So it's like 3 on each side, and we'll kind of link them together. So just kind of follow through the transitions. They should be pretty followable, hopefully, we don't get lost, and see how you go. Now at home, this will probably take about 10, 15, 20 minutes. It really depends on how slow you breathe, right? How deep you breathe. So we'll kind of see how it goes, but it's not terribly long. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. We're gonna do it all together. Each one 6 times, all right? So here we go. So feet underneath the knees, underneath the hips here. And we'll just first take 1 centering breath here, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just slowing your breath down here. And we'll start with the first movement. So breathing in, again, interlacing your fingers, pushing up and out here, keeping your feet grounded, and release, breathing out. Just softening your hands down. Breathing in, again, pushing down through your feet, up and out through your palms, using your breath to lengthen here, and release, breathing out. Relaxing your shoulders, creating space between your elbows and your ears. Noticing how this feels this time around. Connecting heaven and earth, expanding, and release, breathing out. Also a disclaimer, I may lose count, so just bear with me. Breathing in. And breathing out. Releasing, relaxing those shoulders, elbows, wrists, and fingertips. Breathing in. And breathing out.
That was 6.
That was 6. Okay, the next one, breathing in, we're transitioning. So stepping out to your right and breathing out, this bow and arrow, remember? So you can go down as low as you want to. You can modify it by doing a small step, breathing in, stepping out. But remember, centering your weight, breathing out. I'm gonna go small here. Breathing in again, staying nice and tall. Stepping out to your right and breathing out. Sinking down. Lengthening, breathing in. And if you want to challenge yourself, you can step out wider, breathing out. One more on each side, breathing in. Again, expanding through your chest, breathing out. One more, breathing in. Stepping out to your left and breathing out. Coming back to center here. One palm up, one palm down, breathing in. Contracting, breathing out. Other side, breathing in. Again, connecting heaven and earth here through your palms, using your breath and breathing out. Relaxing your shoulders. Expanding, extending, breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. Pushing and pulling. And release, breathing out. We'll do one more on each side here. Breathing in. And breathing out. Using your breath, slowing down, softening those knees. Breathing in. And breathing out. The next movement, we're holding the big balloon in front of us. Breathing in, opening up, looking over to your right, flaying your palms outwards, and release, breathing out. Breathing in, use your breath, lengthen, opening up, being available to possibility, to opportunity. Breathing out. Breathing in, relaxing those elbows, filling that big balloon with breath, and release, breathing out. Breathing in, maybe noticing your fingertips or your palms. Warm, fuzzy, tingling sensation. One more on each side here, breathing in, lengthening, and release, breathing out. Last one, breathing in, and breathing out. We'll take one transition breath here, breathing in, and as you exhale, taking a step out wide, finding that stance here, we're going down, I'm gonna go stay high here. Breathing in, looking over to the right, then shimmy over to your left, looking at your left foot, and up, breathing out with the next foot. To the left, breathing in, looking at your left foot, shimmy over, keeping a flat back over to your right, and up, breathing out with the next foot. And to the right. Shimmy over, remember lengthening from the top of your head down to your tailbone, up, breathing out. Breathing in, opening up those hips, feeling connected to the earth as you push from one foot to the other, and up, breathing out. One more on each side here, breathing in. Shimmy over, really sinking those hips down, and up, breathing out with it. Last one, breathing in. Shimmy over, and up, breathing out. We'll come back to center here, breathing in, just one transition breath, breathing out. Come back to center. This one, breathing in, gathering. And we're going all the way down here, breathing out, using your hands as a guide to massage your lower back, your glutes, your hamstrings, your calves, all the way down to the earth here. Remember, bending your knees as much as you need to, coming up, breathing in, relaxing your shoulders, and breathing out. Again, taking extra breaths if you need to, noticing how this feels this time around. Breathing in, engaging your backside, your hamstrings, and your glutes as you rise, and breathing out. Again, taking extra breaths here. It's a little long breath. Using as much pressure as you need to. Use the self-massage as you go down. Pushing down with the feet, connecting to the earth, coming up. All the way down here. Breathing in, just notice getting a little bit closer to the earth each time. And out. Relaxing those shoulders, really letting it go, circulating that energy down the backside. Breathing in. Last one here. And breathing out. Breathing in, coming up. And this time, as you exhale, taking a step out wide again, finding your horse stance, your stance here, or you can stay high, breathing in and breathing out, punching out. Here, opening up and tucking your thumb, pinky, ring, middle, and index finger, breathing in and breathing out. Staying nice and tall, centering your weight, open, tucking your thumb, pinky, ring, middle, and index finger, breathing in. And out. A little twist here. Really concentrating, taking time if you need to, taking extra breaths, breathing in and breathing out. Open, tucking your thumb, pinky, ring, middle, and index finger, breathing in and breathing out. One more on each side here. Open, tucking your thumb, pinky, ring, middle, and index finger, breathing in. Last one, breathing out. Open, tucking your thumb, pinky, ring, middle, and breathing in. Here, so you exhale, stepping in again. Feet underneath the knees, underneath the hips, breathing in, up on your toes, and breathing out, coming down slowly. Breathing in nice and tall, expanding, and release, breathing out. Breathing in, working on your balance here. Settle into that and release, breathing out. Breathing in, holding on to something if you need to. Maybe looking at something straight ahead that's not moving. Breathing in. And breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. We'll do one more here. Breathing in. And breathing out. And we'll close with our regular 3 breaths here, breathing in. And again, noticing the quality of your breath here as you exhale. Breathing in. Noticing how your body feels here, breathing out. And last one, breathing in. Breathing out. Let it go. Centering your energy, centering your mind. Nice. Shake that out. We did it. Cool. Elizabeth, do you want me to respond to you privately or to the group?
Whichever.
Okay, I didn't know if you minded. So Elizabeth says she had an emotional response. Yeah, so do you mind sharing what it was? You don't have to.
Yeah, I think because I've been so on the go with college and deadlines and everything that this workshop gave me my body this time of relaxation, and then I was able to kind of like emotionally release, and I was just like, oh wow, where did all that come from? So
Yeah.
I had to mute my camera for a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, has that happened before?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that happens to me as well. Sometimes when you really allow yourself to relax and get into it, your body releases what it needs to. And sometimes it feels good to cry or whatever, right? Usually it's crying, to let that go. We need that. Yeah, yeah. Was there a particular movement that stimulated that for you?
I believe it was right before it was right before the bow and arrow one.
Okay. Yeah. So this one.
Yeah, that one where
Okay.
kind of like giving away all your worries.
Yeah. 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 Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Elizabeth, because sometimes that can be quite personal, and it's but yeah, no, it can definitely happen. And it's great when you allow yourself to let that happen. Right. Sometimes you might feel ashamed, or you don't think if it's normal, but it's absolutely, when you can deepen that process. Same with yoga. There's some movements like when you really get into it, you just let it go. One for me to share is this one. Sometimes when you really allow yourself to be open to opportunities and creativity and whatever comes, it's beautiful. And I cry, right? So yeah, so you're not the only one. Did anybody else have an emotional response? If you want to share, you can share. If not, that's okay too. But did anybody else have anything like that?
I just know I'm going to have a really good nap in about a half hour.
Good. Good. Well, any other
relaxed and
yeah.
And like you said, all the crap I deal with every day and think about every day.
Yeah.
It lifted away. So
yeah. Excellent. Anybody else have any general comments about how it was for them?
I just put a link in the chat it's called Holy, Holy, Holy is the Lord of Hosts. And it has information about that prayer, and it probably explains why people do that with the balls of their feet.
Cool. Thanks for that. Cool. Anybody else have any comments or anything you want to share?
Hansie, I noticed that my breath got deeper and my body got longer.
There you go. Cool. Nice.
I think I slouched too much.
Yeah, that's a great.
So this is a good exercise for me.
Yeah.
Great exercise.
Cool. Yeah. Anybody else have any comments?
I think I've learned that I have not had enough oxygen in my body. Because I can really feel much more energetic now, and it's a different feeling of breathing. It's like now I'm going to start paying attention more to my breaths, just in everyday things. I'm going to try and focus more on it. And if I feel myself starting to fade away with the short breaths, the tight shoulders again, the stress, basically, I'm going to start remembering, okay, I know what to do now.
Awesome. Cool, thanks. And I was gonna, and Mary Kate said that she needs to practice. And I was gonna say that, so I have your email, Mary Kate, but again, if you want to send just type in your email there, and I can send you kind of a handout as well as a link to a video so that you can practice at home. But even if you just do one of the 8, you don't have to do all of the 8, but even if you just pick your favorite one and do that, better than nothing, right? It just helps with opening up. Cool.
And then Shay Shay also said that she was feeling more connected to her body.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, cool. Thanks, David. Cool. Any other comments or
just can I any tips for mouth breathers?
Karen. Same kind of thing. I mean, breathing from your belly. It's
you just have to practice, don't you? I mean, I've been a mouth breather my whole life, and obviously I have issues with oxygen now. And
do you find it difficult to breathe through your nose?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
I mean, when I concentrate, but it's like I really have to think about it.
Yeah, it's practice. It's practice, right? So same kind of thing. I mean, you can absolutely breathe in and out through your mouth. And these, I kind of prompt to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. It kind of creates a cycle as in yoga, and putting your tongue on the just behind the top teeth here on the roof of your mouth. That kind of helps with that circulation of breath.
Oh, okay.
And so for you, Karen, it's practice, right? Learning to breathe through your nose, really thinking about it, breathing in, like making it purposeful to practice breathing in through your nose, right? And out through your mouth. And so these exercises are just, consciously breathing can help you. And the more you practice, the more it'll become second nature.
Cool.
Yeah. And then you can choose, right? And then you can choose to either breathe through your nose, and you have that choice. Yeah, no, but that's good. But still the same principle. You do want to breathe in from your belly. So you're breathing from your mouth.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, no worries. Anybody else? I did want to finish with one fun thing is the self-massage. So even if you don't do anything, this is my favorite part. So just like a self-massage, massaging, using your fingertips to massage from the front of your scalp to the back. And these are just kind of opening up, massaging these energy channels. This feels really good too. And then the ears. So the ears, really giving them, a squeeze. I really twist, a pull here all the way around. We have something called a homunculus, like a mapping of our whole body on the ears. That's why ear acupuncture, our whole body is mapped on the ears. So just massaging all the way around. I do a twist, a shake, a jiggle, whatever you need, squeeze. Ears are great. So if you have cravings or you feel like angry, then you can always like squeeze your ears, right? Like you can do, and it feels good. Like, and it doesn't hurt. So like cravings, that's a good way to do it. And then this part in front. So the tragus right here. You see that? Yeah. So squeezing that there, kind of giving it a jiggle. We have these points right in front there that help for anxiety, kind of helping calm us down. Just you can do that if you want to. And then the third eye here, right between the eyebrows there in front. And then the temples here. So just notice how these points feel. Some might be more sensitive than others, and it changes in time and day, whatever. And then here, the sinuses, like right under the cheekbones right here. This is good. Like if you feel sinusy or congested, this is really good to help loosen things up and help with the drainage. Here. And then this one, right, this is the philtrum. It's right between the upper lip and the nose, right, this spot right here. And it's good to help wake you up. So if you're feeling tired, you can even just, massage this point here.
Oh.
Yeah. You can feel there's a sensitive spot there. You can play around, like go around to the side, and just notice how it feels right there. And then there's a point right here, this divot right in the middle of the chin, right here. And then using a loose fist or an open palm, getting the shoulders, so you can use your body to swing. And the cool thing about this self-massage is that you can use as much strength as you need. And you can do an open palm if you need less. Really getting like all of these muscles, right? We hold a lot of tension here in our neck and our shoulders. And again, using a loose fist or open palm, massaging from here. So all the way from the inside. Oh, did I do that wrong? Sorry, the outside. And we have these points right here on the outside of the elbow that are good for headache. These points over here. You might notice they're a little bit more sensitive. All the outside. And then down, sorry, across the chest. And down the inside. I missed this point. So there is a point here that's like 3 finger breaths in here. That's, the one, that's the famous one for nausea and vomiting. It's like the bracelet for right there. You get that point. And then up the outside. And then this point right here between the thumb and the forefinger. So you can give it a squeeze. There's a tender spot right here, right there. So you can squeeze it. This is good for headaches and general stress as well. And then, or you can use the other thumb to massage it. And I massage it like this. It's gentler this way. You do both sides. This one's a good one. This one's a big point for stress and headaches. It's usually tender in most people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then down the side of your rib cage. Other side. And then we're gonna get the lower back, the kidney area right here. Moving down to the bum, right here. And then if you just lower your arms down, you'll get this point right on the outside of the thighs. That's a little sensitive. And then moving down the thighs, the outside, the shins, inside the inner knee, the calves here, the inner knee, the inner thigh, and then the groin area right here. And then we're gonna get the bottom of the feet. So up on your toes and down fast, up, down, and down, down, and down, down, and shake it out. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming. Does anybody have any other comments?
Yeah, I have a question, Hansie. So
Yeah.
we talked, this is a great way to relax, and it's really relaxing. If you find yourself like tensing your jaw, what's a good way to relieve tension in the jaw?
So if you find yourself doing it, if you're noticing that you're doing it, then you can actually squeeze more and then relax. So sometimes squeezing more and then you can then like notice that relaxation. If you purposely squeeze and then relax it. So if you're noticing that your jaw, if you're clenching your jaw, if you're already noticing it, then that's really great, because then you can choose to just relax it, right? But here, these points right here can also help this muscle right here to massage this muscle. So if you feel like you're like clenching, just massage right here, these chewing muscles.
Mhm.
You feel that? We're often tight there. Like I'm kind of tight here. It feels good to massage. Yeah. And that will bring your attention to there to like just relax, right? Relax.
Yeah, and
Thank
actually,
you.
Marlene says this really cool chin massager device, and it just has rollers on it, very similar to like a back roller massager, and you just you just use it as a wand, and it just kind of goes like this. And I like to get
cool.
into like this area and like my higher cheekbones, and it's been really great for mask wearing. You know how a lot of people have been getting tense jaws. I know my local dentist was like, that's all that we've been hearing is just tense jaws.
Yeah, TMJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Shay. Thanks, Mary Kate. I know your dogs are getting anxious. Thanks for coming. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Cool. Any other questions or last comments? And again, if you haven't already, please leave your email here and I'll get it, and I'll send you the handout, the link to the video, and then information about more the classes. And the class on Friday that I do, we usually do this 8 brocade all in one. Sometimes I do 10 to 15 reps on each movement. I lose count. And then we do some other breathing exercises as well to supplement.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
cool. Thanks, David.
Thanks very much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Gail. I'll see you in the morning.
Thank you.
And thanks for
Bye.
participating. Thanks, everybody, for sharing.
See you tomorrow, Hansie.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks,
you.
Greg.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah.
And
Bye.
we're gonna say goodbye to our Facebook Live friends. Bye.
Okay. Thanks, Facebook Livers.